This is the Iconic, the new premium stainless steel air fryer by Cosori. I really like Cosori brand air fryers. I've had the Turbo Blaze for a couple years now and use it almost daily and couldn't be happier with it. So I was super excited to get my hands on this one. They sent it out to me to test and review. First impressions was the box that it came in. This box is awesome. Super nice quality, really good graphics, and I really like when companies put that much detail into the packaging. It just shows that they care really about the product that's inside of the packaging. So I really love the box. I'll probably just keep this box for a long time instead of tossing it out. It's such a nice box. Now, of course, boxes don't mean a whole lot. It's really about the product, but for me, it's just a really nice little touch that I enjoy. And now, here it is, the Cosori Iconic in all of its glory. It is stainless steel. It looks super sleek and it fits in really well in my kitchen with my other stainless steel appliances. It looks really cool on my counter and just gives it kind of an upscale look. Now, one thing I do want to point out is it is stainless steel, so it will show fingerprints. So you're going to need some kind of a microfiber cloth, or you'll need like a specific stainless steel cleaner cloth to keep those fingerprints off it, if you care about that sort of thing. Also, if you are going to keep this on the countertop when you cook, just make sure that it's at least 5 inches away from the wall and that there's at least 5 inches away from the top to make sure there's ample airflow around the whole thing. Now let's look at this air fryer itself. Again, as I mentioned, it is stainless steel, very premium parts. There's very little plastic that is used. If I turn it around this way, the metal grate is just really very good quality. It just feels like it's really well built and it's not super flimsy. And then when we open up the basket here, let me take out the basket. The basket itself on the inside is coated with a PFAS-free ceramic non-stick coating. So you don't have to worry about any chemicals or anything like that. So you can ensure that you're doing healthy cooking with this air fryer. And then we got this little crisper plate that comes out. And again, it is coated with that same ceramic non-stick coating. Again, PFAS-free, so no chemicals. It's got these little silicone feet that allows it to sit about an inch off the bottom of the air fryer basket. So what that means is it allows more airflow to go underneath the food when it's cooking to make sure that all your recipes turn out that much better and that much more evenly cooked. Pretty awesome. And then if we look on the inside of this, it's all metal on the inside, really nice, well-built parts. And then you can see the heating element right there. And then beyond that is the fan. So that's how air fryers work. Up here, there is a fan element. And then underneath that is the heating element, which heats up. And then the hot air blows past that really hot coil. And that air is what touches the food and cooks the food and kind of mimics frying. I love the look of this. It just looks kind of futuristic and really awesome. Also, when it comes to the basket, it is really easy to clean. You can put this whole basket in the dishwasher and this will go in the dishwasher as well. I don't normally wash my air fryer basket and the little crisper plate I usually just hand wash it. It's just a little easier. And the basket, it takes up a lot of space. It's 6.5 quarts. So it does take up a lot of space in the dishwasher, but you certainly could put it in the dishwasher if you want. So definitely really easy to clean. All right, now let's take a look at this awesome touchscreen panel. Now, when you first take the air fryer out of the box, it's gonna be covered with different stickers and things like that, and you wanna remove those. And one of the stickers is this one. It's just the recommended settings. Now, I'm not gonna leave this on here because all these recommended settings are already in this little quick start guide that comes with it. So you don't really need it, but it's nice that it's on there right away. I'm gonna peel this off and remove this. And look at this awesome touch screen. And we're gonna take a look at all the settings. The first setting is the air fry. That's the normal setting that you'd use for most things that you wanna cook in your air fryer. And then we have a roast setting. And it has these little default settings, and you may or may not need to use the default temperature and time. It just depends on what recipe you're cooking. And then it has a bake setting. And it tells you what the fan speed is, because there's a variable fan speed for this, and it depends on the mode that you're using. Baking, you don't want the fan speed to be quite as fast as you do with like the roast or the air fry. Use the bake setting if you want. The dry feature is really cool. It sets the air fryer really low heat and for a long amount of time. And this is so you can make stuff like beef jerky in your air fryer. You could do like dried apricots and dried apples and things of that nature in there. And then we've got the proof setting, and this is for proofing dough. Again, it sets the air fryer really, really low temp, and then you could put dough in there to proof. Like if you're baking bread and you want a optimal setting for that dough to rise, you can use the proof setting, which is really awesome. You don't have to have like a specific dough proofer, so you can put your dough in there to proof. And then the reheat setting, if there's something that you want to reheat. Usually it's at 390 Fahrenheit, which is right around, I don't know, 195 Celsius. And that is for usually about 5 minutes just for reheating food quickly. And then we've got the power button here. We got the on button here, and then we have the shake button. The shake button is only for the air fry, and what's cool about this is that halfway through the cooking, it'll shut off the air fryer and remind you to pull the air basket out and then shake that food to promote even cooking. Pretty cool. All right, let's put this thing to use. I wanna show you how to cook something real quick in it, and then also I want you to hear how loud this is. It's not super loud. And then for this demonstration, I'm just gonna do one of my favorite quick like lunches to do or dinners, and that's just a few little tater tots. And then I have a frozen breaded piece of chicken here. Just the Tyson brand frozen chicken. And then into that air fryer it goes. And then I'm gonna set it to 360 Fahrenheit, which is, what is that, 185 Celsius, somewhere around there. And then I'm gonna go up to 14 minutes here. And then turn it on. And that right there, that is how loud it is. It's not super loud. The very first couple air fryers I owned, which weren't Cosori brand, they were just really loud, significantly louder than this. So Cosori does just a really good job with keeping the fan speed not super loud. Of course, you can't get rid of the noise altogether, but it's not very loud. All right, time is up. Yeah. Amazing. Nice and crispy chicken. Now that is a lunch I can get behind. Again, super easy cleanup. Once you let it cool, then you're gonna just rinse it out with water. You can use a little bit of soap, or you can put it in the dishwasher if you want. Also, I wanted to show the quick start guide that comes with it. Has just your stuff for getting started. It mentions the stainless steel, so caring for stainless steel. It has those cooking functions and the shake reminder. Kind of sums up what was on that little plastic thing that I peeled off the top. And then it talks about the smart feature app that you can use for your phone. And then it has this little cookbook that comes with it. And it has a bunch of recipes in here that you can take a look at and do if you desire. Also, I have all kinds of air fryer recipes here on my channel that you can use in this air fryer. And that is the Iconic, the new premium stainless steel air fryer by Cosori. Again, I love Cosori products, very trusted brand, and their air fryers are amazing. This one does an excellent job doing what it's supposed to, cooking cleanly and cooking evenly my food, and absolutely awesome air fryer. Again, it looks amazing on my kitchen counter in my kitchen, and it's just such an awesome premium air fryer. If you want to pick one up, there's a link down below in the description box that you can buy this one if you want. I'm Matt Taylor. Until next time, take care and happy air frying, everyone.